just turn on the scratch cache here, and then we're going to start it at frame 1, and then that's about it. So next is liquid, Bifrost liquid property. So in liquid property, you can see here you have your gravity solver, 9.8 is the normal one, and then it's going -1 downwards. This is the basics that you guys always use. And then here is the master box cell size. So basically what master box cell size is, when it's trying to simulate, it's like in particles, it's like simulating one particle at a time, but in voxel it is a combination of multiple points in a sense to turn it into liquid form. So it's like the characteristic, it's trying to get the characteristics of a water kind of based out of points rather than where you can see water is just liquid form. So for the beginning it's in voxel form, which is point form like this. So right now the size is too big. We're gonna turn this down to maybe 0.1, since we're like only using 50 centimeters cubic size, really small sizes. Then let's try this out first. So now we will go back and try to simulate this. You would have this one drop. You can see here. So you can see mine. There's like, if you were to change this to the point to smaller, then you're going to be like seeing smaller dots, just like in n particles. So that's why I made it to size 5, so then it would look as big. So why is it only simulating like this one drop? So it is because that is how it works. So in order to change this, we want a continuous flow of water voxel. So we want to go to the next one. Oh, it's not it. It's in open up on your outliner. In the outliner, you would see Bifrost emitter. Bifrost emitter. If you click on that, you can see here the property for the Bifrost emitter, and then you have this continuous emission. Just click on that, and then if you were to go back to 0 and try to simulate it again, I'm going to make this to 60 frames. Oh, wait. Our timeline is going to be just 60 frames. So if you were to start simulating, now it would continuously drop water voxel. You can see here. So it, as usual, it is going to go endless. So why do you think it goes through our basic here? Why did it go through? Why did it fill up our basic? We need to add a glider. So basically, we haven't told Maya that this box here is a collider. So basically, it's going to be colliding with the object. So it's just like in enclave that you have enclave, you have your passive collider. So it's the same thing with like all of this. It has its own collider. So now how to do that is just as simple as first selecting your voxel shape here, the voxel particle, and then shift select to our basin, Bifrost fluid, collider. So it's just as simple as that. And now if we were to start simulating, now it's colliding and overflowing. So now you can change the shape. So right now it looks like our water is too big and it's overflowing. So we can just change the shape. If you want to make it bigger, and maybe most probably because I didn't make it too deep as well. So you see it. So now you can start all over again and start simulating. And then it's going to try to fill up our basin before it overflows. And it's so you need to run the whole simulation once. So now you can see that once it runs the first time, it's cached the simulations, and now it's really fast. So now, just like auto caching, you can just play back and scrub it. So you can see here, well, my basin is too big, so it is not overflowing. You want it to overflow. So all you do is just re-simulate. So now it starts overflowing and drops off. So you can see the first time it simulates, it's really slow, but then after that it starts, after once it's cached, so it's really fast, and then you can start scrubbing. So, alright, so you can see here, when I scrub it, you can see that the water particles goes through some of it goes through our basin. You see it, right? This is because of what we call step size. So what step size is, just like how I explained to you guys that like simulate every frame here, play every frame, basically it will simulate every frame, and the playback is 24 frames times 1. So what cache play, not cache playback, step size is, it is, right now the simulation is moving so fast